New royal footage. Spain responds to Leonor's latest approval. If you thought Princess Leonor had already reached peak popularity, think again, because the new royal footage released this week has pushed Spain into a full-blown frenzy, sparking emotional reactions, national pride, and even speculation about what this means for her future as queen. And trust me, once you see what's in this latest clip, you'll understand why the entire country is talking. The moment the footage dropped, Spanish media lit up with headlines. Social platforms flooded with comments. And more importantly, everyday citizens, young people, families, and even critics, began expressing one overpowering reaction: approval. Approval not just of Princess Leonor's poise, but of her readiness to take on the responsibilities that lie ahead. So what exactly did the video show? And why is Spain reacting like this? Let's break it down. A new era of royal confidence. The footage captures Princess Leonor at a recent official engagement, and right from the opening seconds, one thing is clear: she is no longer future queen material, she is already acting like she belongs in the role. Standing tall, speaking with calm authority, and interacting gracefully with officials and citizens, Leonor displayed a presence that commentators described as royal maturity. Her body language, controlled but warm. Her voice, steady, confident, and clear. Her attitude, purposeful, focused, and deeply committed. This is the version of Leonor that many Spaniards had hoped to see, and now that they finally have, the approval is pouring in. Spain reacts. The future looks safe. Within hours of the footage airing, Spanish social media erupted. One widely shared comment read, "She carries herself like someone who knows the country is watching, and she refuses to disappoint." Another said, "For the first time, I truly see her as our future queen." Even critics of the monarchy admitted that Leonor's performance was impressive. The overwhelming sentiment was that Spain's next generation of leadership looks surprisingly stable, something the country hasn't always felt in recent years. But it wasn't only the public reacting. Journalists, royal commentators, and political analysts all noted the same thing. Spain is beginning to emotionally unite around Princess Leonor. The approval moment everyone is talking about. The specific moment that triggered the nationwide reaction happened about halfway through the footage. Leonor was addressing a group of young Spanish students when one girl nervously asked a question about leadership pressure. Instead of giving a rehearsed or distant response, Leonor paused, smiled genuinely, and replied, "Responsibility only feels heavy when you carry it alone. But we will carry Spain's future together." That line, delivered naturally, not scripted, spread across Spanish media like wildfire. Suddenly, Leonor wasn't just a royal figure. She was a relatable young woman speaking directly to her generation. That authenticity is what sparked her latest approval from Spain. It wasn't about protocol. It wasn't about formality. It was about connection. The hidden shift. Leonor's public role is accelerating. This new footage didn't come out of nowhere. It's part of a deliberate evolution of Leonor's public role. Over the past year, she completed her military training with discipline and respect. She began attending more independent engagements. She started speaking more confidently in public. She demonstrated a growing sense of responsibility. But this latest video feels different. Commentators say it marks a turning point, the moment Spain no longer sees her as the young princess preparing for the future, but as a young leader stepping into the present. It's the shift the palace has been carefully building toward, and judging by Spain's reaction, they struck at exactly the right time. Why this moment matters for the royal family. For the Spanish monarchy, public approval is essential. Unlike centuries past, royals today survive not through absolute power but through national trust. And Leonor's rising approval gives the monarchy something priceless: stability. With King Felipe respected but aging, and Queen Letizia admired but polarizing among some groups, Leonor represents a bridge, a fresh start, a unifying symbol. This footage proves she can step into that role gracefully and confidently. Royal analysts have even pointed out that approval ratings for the monarchy often spike when Leonor appears publicly, especially in footage where she speaks or interacts with youth. In other words, Leonor is becoming the monarchy's strongest asset. Comparisons with other young royals. Of course, Spain isn't the only place with rising young royals. But what makes Leonor stand out is her mix of discipline, intelligence, and emotional awareness. Many fans online have compared her to Princess Elizabeth of Belgium, another future queen with growing leadership presence. Princess Amalia of the Netherlands, admired for her outspokenness and academic strength. Prince Christian of Denmark, whose charm and public engagement style have also won widespread approval. But Leonor's strength lies in her ability to appear both deeply royal and deeply human, a combination that resonates strongly with the Spanish people. What this approval could mean for her future. If the reaction to this new footage is any indicator, Spain is preparing for Leonor's future reign with optimism. Here's what this moment could set in motion. More frequent public engagements. The palace may accelerate her schedule to take advantage of her rising popularity. A bigger role in youth initiatives. Leonor's connection with young Spaniards is becoming one of her strongest assets. Strengthened national unity. With politics often dividing the country, Leonor is quickly becoming a symbol of shared pride. A smoother eventual transition to the throne. The more Spain approves of her now, the easier her future path will be. The final word. A defining moment for a future queen. Spain's reaction to the latest royal footage isn't just about admiration, it's about hope. In a world full of uncertainty, Princess Leonor represents something rare, a leader who inspires confidence before even taking the throne. The footage didn't just show Spain who she is. It reminded them of who she is becoming. A future queen, a unifying force, a symbol of a new era. And Spain has responded with one clear message: approval granted.